Do you know what the problem of the games industry is? They make shit. Unbelievable, unremarkable shit. No, I'm not some grungy wannabe game designer that's searching for existentials through a haze about bong smoke or something. No, it's easy to pick apart bad design decisions, a ridiculous story, unbelievable characters, plot holes, bad controls or cruel dialogue, especially when it comes to incomprehensible translations into other languages. I don't talk about bugs as big as in Starship Troopers, that many of the studios term as features, abuse gamers as guinea pigs, or let them pay for add-ons which are already developed. I'm talking about the lack of innovation. Innovation, not a pervasive element in today's modern entertaining vision. Take Remember Me for example. Arguably Donut Entertainment's best work, short of Life is Strange of course. Masterpiece of designing, easily the studio's best. The gameplay, the characters, the visuals, all top notch, but they didn't push the envelope. Now what if Remember Me had used the full potential of its medium? Really use the potential? What if, now here's the tricky part, what if the game's topics of erasing memories had an impact on our society? An impact where it changes the way we look at games. What if games not only entertaining products, but explore the possibilities of play as a unique evolutionary process? Have fun while learning? Bam! Cure a disease while playing a game? Bam! Even save somebody's life while you're watching this video? Bam! Still don't know what I'm talking about? Come on. How many times did the medium need until the people recognize that games are more than an interactive movie? It's 2018. We have 1,000 TV channels, social networks, YouTube and the internet. How quickly does the modern media make a frenzy over this? In a matter of hours, this video could be the biggest story from Boston to Budapest. How many games did we need to change the world? 10? 20? 100? 5 years in the making, a development team of 1,000 people and a budget of $500 million. All for what? Some hours of relaxing? Couple of $1 million in the hands of the man? I don't think so, but just a thought. I mean, it's not within the realm of conventional game consuming, but what if? Hello, and welcome to this new channel. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Alexander Rice, and I am a video game aficionado. Some of you may ask themselves, what? An aficionado? What's that? The word aficionado has a Spanish origin and describes a person who is deeply passionate with something. The expression was firstly used for cigar smokers, people who take their time to enjoy the smell and taste of it. I don't talk about a fast, cheap and stinky cigarette in your lunch break. I'm talking about the fat lady, a high quality product which is worth to pay $50 each. But you don't have to smoke to be an aficionado. It can be everything. You can be a food aficionado, interested in fashion, passionate about sports, fell in love with cars and of course women as well. You can be a beard aficionado and a shaving aficionado as well. Or you just like to play video games. Then you're like me. Then you're a video game aficionado. As I mentioned before in the cigarette example, this doesn't mean to beat a game as fast as possible in an easy way. It's all about enjoying. Take your time to get everything out of a game. Beat every boss, complete every side quest, visit every location and do all the cool things you can do in a game, even if you not get a trophy or an achievement for it. Beat it on hard mode when you're familiar with it. That is when the fun starts. As there is a replay in the title, I assume that you're familiar with the games we show, because you have played them before. It's not necessary to have done that, but important to know that there are massive spoilers in it. Also, I will explain as much as I can. There are some things in the commentary you may not fully understand if you haven't played and finished the game by yourself. So if you don't have played the game until yet, it's a good point to start. Of course you can watch me even if you don't want to play the game. And maybe you can wait to get your hands on it when we're finished. But be aware, this is not a review. Here we celebrate games and their legacy. It's not the right place if you want to inform yourself about the weaknesses in a game. I don't talk about what is bad in games. I just and only talk about what is great in and around games and a chosen franchise in particular. This channel is the opposite pole to all those reviews which destroy good games because they're not able to see all the effort and the beauty which is inside these games. And no, it is not easy just to add a multiplayer or change the engine. Game developers aren't bad or greedy people. They work under a lot of pressure and in most cases earn a ridiculous small amount of money for their work. Besides art and beauty, games are industrial products and their development costs a tremendous amount of money and it's often a big risk for a studio. I know what I'm talking about. I've been part of the games industry. We all love games and we all have played a lot of games, but that doesn't make you an expert. So please, show some respect. If you really think you can do it better, so why you do not did it? In most cases, I can tell you, you're wrong. I think it's time to raise hands for game developers and designers, celebrate their work and give them the respect they deserve. Believe me, they really, really do. Here it is not about game consuming. It's not about playing a game and just let the capturing software recording and uploading it while playing. It's all about enjoying. That's the same difference like, I bet you know it, the cigarette and the cigar. It's not about getting done. It's about getting the most joy out of it. Investing time because it is worth the effort. This is not just a gameplay record with comments. This is a unique combination of art, culture, philosophy, entertainment, and hardcore video gaming on a high performance level. With a commentary you can do so much more than use it for bad language about the game while you're losing. Here you will get careful researched facts, not only about the game, but also on a meta level, mixed with interesting side stories and everything which is relevant for the series and the franchise itself. And of course, you will find a lot of references to nerd culture. On this channel, the entertainment doesn't end with the game. Today, many games are not only standalone products. They are cross-media franchises which expand the story on several levels in different media. Play the game, see the movie, read the comic or novel, or watch the television series. Our first game is exactly that, and I'm very proud to present and welcome you to the Remember Me franchise. Within the next time we'll take a close look at the game and the franchise as a whole. What? Does he said Remember Me franchise? But it's only one game. No, it is not. But I will catch that point within the next minutes. You may ask yourself, why should I see another Let's Play of a game which is several years old? I promise you, this will be a new experience for you with a lot of new things to explore. Things you don't know or saw until yet. This game will never be the same to you if you have seen it through my eyes. I would like to take you on a ride. Please accompany me on a journey through the fantastic world of Remember Me and the look behind the curtain. Let us experience this adventure together and all the secrets on our way. Let's head right into uncharted territory. So here's our roadmap for this episode and the ones which will follow. Besides the game itself, the Remember Me series has several franchise entries. Today I will introduce you to these and the things you can expect next. We will follow the story of Nilin in chronological order, but her story doesn't begin at the game's starting point. It starts way earlier, many years earlier. While the game is set in the year 2084, Nilin's story is beginning with the birth of her grandfather Antoine in 1984. So we will cover all the events from then, which in the end leads to the things happen in the game. First, there's a Tumblr blog, which I will speak about in the next episode. It serves as a predecessor for the second source, Antoine's journal. This interactive online presentation is divided into 5 parts. We will cover each part in an own episode. The next step in our timeline is Remember Me Cubed, a short comic which was a pre-order exclusive available only at GameStop. I will present it to you in episode 8. In episode 9 I will cover a novel called Remember Me, the Pandora Archives. Then it's time to start the game, which is in fact the 6th part, referring to Antoine's journal. As the game is separated into 8 episodes and the prologue called Episode 0, we will follow these original sections in the upcoming 9 episodes. But our adventure won't be over then, because there is much more to explore. I will introduce you to the strategy guide I used. For me, a strategy guide is not only a help to beat a game, it's a beautiful extension to the game which often holds additional information and artworks. And then there is this wonderful art book which contains a lot of interesting facts and amazing art from the concept phase of the game. After that we will discover the stunning soundtrack of the game, which is definitely worth its own episode. On the end we will take the time to reflect the defining moments of our journey and summarize it. One last time we can enjoy the rich world of Remember Me before it's time to say goodbye to Nilan and the people we met along the way. The good ones, and even the bad ones. We are almost at the end of this episode. Please let me mention one last very important thing. At the beginning I mentioned the unique opportunity to help people while watching video games. While the world and future in Remember Me isn't real, there's a theme shown in this game which sadly is real on our contemporary world. The erase of people's memories. Not as a software or a brain implant, but as a terrible disease which is called Alzheimer. This disease isn't painful or destroys your body, but it eats your memory and destroys who you are. People don't recognize their own relatives. They forget who or where they are and what happened yesterday or an hour ago. This makes the world a very dangerous place for them. Many of the people who suffer from Alzheimer's disease becoming paranoid because of this, thinking that no one believes them or everyone is offends them. The disease transforms the personality of a human being. It changes who these people were. To watch this process as a relative is even more painful as the disease itself. Alzheimer's disease slowly consumes a beloved person until an empty shell is left. At the end, it causes the death of a person. There is no cure for Alzheimer's disease, until yet. But you can help to find one. The only thing you have to do is to subscribe. This will cost you nothing, but will help other people a lot. If you want to do more than that, you can donate to the banking account you can see on screen, or support the Cash for Memory campaign on cashformemory.org. This money supports the Alzheimer's Disease International Organization and research for a cure. Support this channel on Patreon will help us to find a greater audience, which in the end will also be a great help in the fight against this disease. I'm really grateful for this. Thank you. For today it's enough, I think. But I'm looking forward that you will join me in the next episode. We will jump right into our adventure and follow the beginnings of Memorize, the company behind the sensing technology. Please don't forget to like, share, tell a friend and subscribe. Let us together make the world a better place. My name is Alexander Rice and I am a video game aficionado. Thank you and have a great night.